All right, guys. So I was gonna do this video, but I saw the He-Man on the weekend, and I'm gonna start by saying I also agree it's a bad show, but for different reasons. I don't the woke thing, the all that stuff doesn't bother me. If it's woke or not woke, I don't care. When it comes to entertainment, just entertain me, make me interested, invested in the product, and fine by me. I don't care if it's woke or not woke. My issue with it is it's just stupid. In terms of, I'll give you one example: character development. It's like I was telling a friend of mine that didn't know what He-Man was. It's like we knew Hercules and Xena, a warrior princess. It's like titling a show Hercules, and in the first minute of the show, in that first episode, Hercules dies, and Xena, the warrior princess, is the star of the show for the next four episodes. And then they have to get something to sort of save the universe, MacGuffin. And the MacGuffin they get belongs to Hercules. It's Hercules' item. They find both Hercules and the MacGuffin at the same time in a final episode or something like that. And they're like, "Oh no, Hercules, we don't need you. We just need your MacGuffin." And they go back to their dimension. And Hercules like, "Hey, wait for me, guys. Maybe I'll come. Maybe I'll join you guys. Maybe I'll help out." And Hercules go back to them. And the minute he goes back, he gets killed, and the curtains close. And a part of the whole MacGuffin quest is silly because it doesn't save anything, really. So He-Man, in that respect, the character of He-Man is the same thing. He gets killed in the beginning and brought back at the end. He's not even brought back. It could have been about finding He-Man, like the same way like the Saving Private Ryan movie. It's called Saving Private Ryan, but the whole movie is them trying to save the guy. It could have been set up like that, but they get the story of Grayskull or whatever, and they bring it back. They spend all this effort and energy to force the story and get everything together, only to say, you know what? We have He-Man here. We could bring him back to help out. It's like, nah, we don't need you. We just got the sword. We go back. And then Adam is like, I'll come along with you guys. Whatever. Reluctantly so, which is, I guess, the way they set it up. He comes back and gets killed immediately by Skeletor, who was hiding the whole time in some crystal ball or skeletal ball. It's so stupid. Story wise, it's dumb. I think it's stupid. I don't even. Oftentimes, I'm forgiven. I'm very forgiving if I see what they're trying to do and maybe they didn't execute it well, and I'll give an A for effort. But the execution was silly, and I'm scratching my head over what the effort was of what they're trying to do with it. Um, a friend of mine that kind of grew up watching it, didn't see this yet, was telling me, "Oh, is it like our child?" I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not even for kids. I can't even have my kids watch this." He man gets stabbed in the heart, like, and Skeletor gets stabbed in the chest, and there's blue blood all over this thing. And I guess Skeletor's blood is blue. I grew up watching this. I never knew his blood was blue. Makes sense. His skin is blue. What I did like was the character development of Evil Lynn. Okra, Okra, Orko had good character development, and they killed him off too. I see the people that saying this is all woke culture and it's messing up our childhood entertainment. I see the angle of it, how Keela becomes kind of like a lesbian heroine in a way with her sidekick. I see it. It doesn't bother me if they do it or don't do it. It's the way a lot of these shows are going. If you look at Black Widow, look at Captain Marvel, anything Disney related, Marvel related, that's regurgitated from the 80s and 90s, they're doing that. It's gonna be done. And my thing with you guys, I went to school for creative writing. I moved out to California for a while to pursue my dream of screenwriting. It didn't work out, and I came back to New York. Um, you have to understand from a production standpoint, it's someone else's product, right? He-Man belongs to whoever's producing it now, and if that's how they want to make He-Man a lesbian or whatever, they have all rights to do that. It's their product to sell to us, and if you don't like it, we don't have to buy it. And if you buy it and see it, and it's bad. Move on from it. Don't let it consume your life, right? It's not. It doesn't belong to us. It's something I grew up watching in my childhood, but it doesn't belong to me where I'm gonna be like so offended by it that I'm gonna go out and protest and raise a banner or something, or or march. You know, it doesn't concern me. If anything, I'd like them to create new content. In the last 20 years, I read so many great science fiction novels, right? I like to see something like a is it Snow Crasher? The guy that wrote that Diamond book, Ellison. So many great science fiction books you could stretch out and make series of, right? Um, Snow Crasher being one of them. Tons of stuff. Arthur C. Clarke books. Stephen Baxter, Manifold Time. Tons of new science fiction comic books. But they keep rehashing these things. Um, I don't need a He-Man. I'm almost 40. I don't need a He-Man in my life in 2021. I don't want to see that. My kids don't want to see that shit. So I don't know who it's for. They fail in that regard. I don't know if they're targeting young lesbian people or LGBTQ people, and that's fine if they are. But do it with a new concept. Don't rehash something and then resculpt it to make it something else to appeal to a new generation. Give the new generation something new. Could you imagine when I grew up with He-Man if they rebrought back like the Andy Griffith show or something like that and modernized it in the 80s and 90s for people like it's the same silliness. Don't do that. Just give them new content. And I think that's what the problem really is. They're not producing new material. They're just regurgitating old material and just putting it. They're putting a dress on He-Man. That's what they're doing, right? They're putting this thing on He-Man that he has no business. Simple show, childhood show, good versus evil. At the end of the day, you went and you bought the toys and you played with the toys at home. That's all He-Man is. That's all it should be. It shouldn't be anything. But I see what they're doing. I don't agree with it. It's silly. It's a waste of money for their money, production wise. And it's a waste of our time viewing it. I will try to be forgiving with this one, but I have to do a video, and I have to agree with the white angry male that produced YouTube content, calling everything woke culture and cancel culture and all that nonsense. I agree with them in this one instance. I could care less if it is or isn't, but the storytelling for this He-Man Masters Universe Revelation is just so all over the place and poorly executed. And that's it. I'm actually at a state somewhere working away from home. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.